Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF, bringing you a return to an older LP of mine. This is going to be episode 36, a return to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. So, I ran a quick poll today on my channel. And so far, 8 people have responded, and 7 said that I should play Dragon Age, and they'd want to see it, while 1 person said it was not something they'd be that interested in, so I guess by popular demand, we're playing this. I was, obviously wanting to play this, itching to play it a bit, so let's hit play and get back into it. This is episode 36. If you want to see the previous episodes, you can look at those on my channel. Kind of shocked that I played for 29 hours, it seems, and made 35 episodes. Pretty wild stuff. I'm now playing on my new laptop, so the game should run at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and be the best looking that it's been in this LP. I had some issues with the game before on my other laptop. But yeah, we are returning to Dragon Age Origins. Now, I ask you guys to bear with me. In this first episode or so, we're going to be kind of getting our bearings, looking at inventory and stuff, trying to get a feel back for everything. So let's look at downloadable content. Installed content, everything is installed, so that's great. Everything is good to go. Other campaigns, there's probably Awakening there. Oh, there is some other campaigns, but I didn't even know there was that many. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and load. Our save is there. We saved episode 35 after talking to everybody at camp and finishing the Mage's Tower before that. A few episodes back, a monumental task stands before you. Gather an army large enough to battle the Darkspawn Horde. There's also the matter of Terran Loghain's betrayal. Alistair suggested that you gain the assistance of Arl Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe. With his help, you may be able to influence the nobles of the Landsmeet to unite against Terran Loghain to bring him to justice. So you guys remember that, or you've been watching this LP? Okay, here we are. We are at camp. There is Alistair. There is Liliana. There is Sten. So, and here we are. Matthew, level 10, class rogue. I apologize if that's a little small. Hopefully it's not too small for you guys to enjoy. Is there a way maybe to increase the size of the UI? Difficulty, I guess I'm playing on normal. Subtitles, conversations, and ambient dialogues. 1080p, playing full screen mode. Oh, let's go ahead and... Okay, brightness is fine. Vertical sync, frame buffer. Everything is at very high. There doesn't seem to be any way to increase the size of the UI. I would have to lower the resolution, which I don't think I'm going to do. We're good as is. So let's take a look at our characters a bit. So this is me. Let's see. I've got a little bit of fatigue using the family sword, gray iron longsword, and Beastman's dagger. So we're dual wielding. The Dalish Hunter's Belt, stamina regen in combat. This does 10% critical backstab damage, 3 electricity damage. Very cool. And this does 1 damage and extra 4 attack. The Grey Iron Longsword, studded helmet, 1 armor, 3 physical resist, angled strikers, 0.5 armor, 5% critical backstab damage. Leather armor rough. So we have a lot of room for improvement here in what we're wearing. The Warden's Oath amulet, 2 constitution. We may want to make some changes as time goes on. There's the Fox's bow, but we also have the Wild's bow. which I think is better. 10% nature's resist. Fox's bow does more damage, and chance to avoid missile attacks is nice. Why am I not using that then? That seems a bit better. Can I use the Fox's bow? I don't see why I'm not. Well, actually, we should give that to somebody who uses it, who would use it more often. So let's look at the rest. We've got Alistair. Using Oathkeeper, that's an interesting item. Doing a lot of damage, 1.5 armor penetration bonus, 10% to healing effects received, plus 10 physical resist. Studded leather helm. Whoops. He's using the heavy chainmail. Heavy chainmail steel. Heavy chainmail boots. Yeah, there's some interesting items in this game. The runic worry token, 1 willpower, 10 mental resist. Apprentice's amulet. 5% fire and cold resist, 1 armor. Creationist's core, 10% fire resist, 10% to healing effects, so that's 20% to healing effects. And he's using Amon's shield, 6 extra defense, 25 stamina, plus the base of what that does. He's surprisingly got a longbow, which he'll never ever use. Let's look at the stats. He's got 13% fatigue. Wearing armor causes fatigue, which is a percentage increase of the basic mana or stamina cost to activate a spell or talent. He's got 15 armor, 65 defense, 79 attack, 25 damage. I've got, 5 armor, 74 defense, 79 attack, 20.5 and 16.4 damage. Then we've got Liliana, the little cutie that we're romancing. Thorn of the Dead Gods. +2 damage, +2 armor penetration bonus for that dagger. Very nice. It's gray iron. And she's got a shield of high ever. +4 bonus attack and some good defense there. Studded leather helmet. Studded leather gloves. Studded leather armor. Studded leather boots. Amulet of Accord reduces hostility, 10 physical resistance. Dwarven Merchant's Belt increases monetary gain. Okay, that's cool. And she's got 7 armor, 68 defense, 71 attack, 21 damage. And she's got longbow. She would probably be more apt to using the bow, so we might... Oh, she can't use the Fox's bow. Requires 26 dexterity. So we'd have to work on that. Then we've got Wynn, who's probably going to be our 4th party member. She's got a staff projectile, arcane bolt, using the enchanter's staff, which is all sorts of stuff you can see there. 5% fire, cold, electric damage, 10% spirit resist, +1 magic, 3 spell power. Very cool. It's made of steel, surprisingly. A silver Aeron, +2 magic. The Libertarian's Cowl, +12 defense, 0.25 mana regen. Cinderfell gauntlets are inscribed, +20% fire damage. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Archon robe. Excuse me. 0.75 health regen in combat, 3 armor, 2 spell power, and leather boots. We'll go ahead and look at their skills and stuff. She's got a bow, which she's probably never going to use. 5 armor, 56 defense, 28 attack, 11.8 damage, but of course she's going to use magic. Now we have not been using Morrigan. I know that much in the LP. She's using the Wildstone Clasp, 1 willpower, 10 mental resist. Wait a minute. Why isn't Wynn? Oh, I guess I didn't... Oh, Restriction Morrigan. Okay. She's got a magic staff, +1 magic. Studded helmet. Charged mitts, 10% electric damage. Those are pretty cool. 1 second, guys. Made of hardened leather. Morrigan's robes, +2 magic, 10% cold damage, and studded leather boots. And she's got a staff projectile, 4 armor, 46 defense, 28 attack, 10.5 damage. And we've got the homie Sten. Oh wait, what was her secondary weapon? She's got nothing. Yeah, we haven't been using her. Sten has the Chastened Flat Blade. Great sword. Look at the damage on that thing. 1% melee crit chance, 1 armor pen. Bonus, it's two-handed. Dwarven Merchant's Belt, monetary gain. Mud Idol, 10% cold resist. Studded leather helm, cured. These are cured. Studded leather gloves. They're a bit better. Heavy chainmail, Viridium. Heavy armor, armor 10, that's nasty. Heavy Viridium plate boots. 15 armor, 50 defense, 82 attack, 32.4 damage. I want to use Sten. There's also the Usaris. Wow, look at the damage on that. It's even higher. It's made of silverite. This is much better. Why are we not using that? Plus 10 damage versus dragons, 20% fire resist, plus 2 fire damage. We're going to go ahead and put that on. Wow. Now his damage is still 32.4. That's weird. He's got a Darkspawn crossbow. Huh. 20 firebolts. I don't know if he's too skilled, but for some reason his damage is not updating. Was that an issue we were having? I took that off and it still isn't updated. It's weird. Anyway, he's doing well. Then we've got Moogie using the Caddis of the Lady of the Skies, Mabari Warpaint, 30 physical resist, and 2 armor pen, 8 armor. He's got 15 armor, 67 defense, 80 attack, 22 damage. Pretty solid for our Mabari Warhound, and that's our full group so far. So I could use that, but I'm dual wielding, I think. And so that brings up the Fox's bow, which, you know, I guess I'm the one to use it. If I want to go into ranged a bit, chance to avoid missile attacks. So put on the Fox's bow, looking good, looking good. Red Steel Beastman's Dagger, that's pretty cool. Okay, so there's the, let's see, the Wild's Bow. You could use the Wild's Bow, which gives a 10% nature resist, but actually is a lot worse than the Longbow. So we'll just leave that. You get the 10%. Well, no. Look at the range difference, 39 range to 22. Not like Alistair's going to ever use a bow anyway. You have a long bow. You don't really want to use the Wild's bow, which is a short bow. Just for 10% nature resist. When she's got a short bow, I guess she can equip the Wild's bow. Yeah, put that on her. Nice looking carved bow. Morgan, Sten, Moogie. Okay, so we talked to everybody. We have explosive bolts and ice bolts. Talked to everybody in the party. There's some gear here which maybe could be used. Havard's Aegis. Avard's Aegis. Chance to avoid missile attacks, 4% spell resist. I think that's better than Eamon Shield. It's made of yew. Eamon Shield is made of steel. Eamon Shield gives 6 defense, 25 stamina. Stamina at 25. That's pretty nice. 6 defense. Takes it to 59 and 175, but also, you know, 4% spell resist. And chance to avoid missile attacks is really good, I feel. Better than what was using. Let's see if there's any... Guess we can't... Nobody can use the Templar's... Oh, Templar's Helm. Homie can use it. Loses 2 physical resist, but gains 1.1 armor and some fatigue. Stem looking like a bad arse there. He's using 2-handed weapon. So the studded leather helm could potentially go to... It is cured. I guess nobody. She's using a rough one. Let's get her a cured one. So that's an upgrade, and the studded helmet rough is not going to be an upgrade for anybody. Okay, let's move on to... Oh, we also have Blood Dragon Plate, but someone needs 38 strength. Mugi can equip the Winter's Breath one, which is 30 cold resist percentage if needed. We have a large flawed fire crystal. And very good. We have Shiver, 20% cold resist, -1 dex. It's good cold resist. I guess we can equip it to win. And let's see, we've got some potions. Injury kits, lyrium potions, gold bar, different books and stuff, and gifts. These are different gifts. Yeah, different gifts and stuff. We've got crafting items, which I have yet to get that deeply into. And plot items, we've got a bunch of stuff. Meteor, metal, ore. This hunk of rock fell from the sky, perhaps the last remnant of another world far off in the sky. If you could find a smith with the skill to temper it. Glyph of Krebulash. A glyph designed to mark a site of power as belonging to the mage who crafted the glyph. Notice of termination. A letter from a mage to his apprentices letting them know that their services are no longer needed. Scroll of Bannister. Scroll containing information on blood magic rituals, dark and terrible. Okay, we can inspect, but not much else. And we've got the small painted box. Small painted box found in First Enchanter Irving's office. Rigby's Last Will and Testament. Ancient treaties. All these are important. 3 documents promising aid in times of blight. Bear what looked like the Seal of Kings. Letter of conscription. A letter found in Berwick's possession. 4 love letters. The seal of Redcliffe adorns this heavy gold signet ring. Corpse gal, a malformed organ cut from the gut of a reanimated horror. We have 18 of those. Alright, so that's our inventory. Let's take a look at character records quickly. Human Noble, that's me. Rogue. 31 Cunning, 29 Dex. As you can see, different resistances, nothing really. But we have heroic accomplishments. Oh, this is cool. We'll look at this sometime. Not right now, though. And see, like, who everybody's been slaying and stuff. We only have 13% of Origins complete. That is amazing to me. That means we've got a ton to go, which I love. Love huge RPGs. Alistair has good strength, good dexterity, and good constitution. 15% fire resist, 5% cold resist. Better mental and physical resistant checks. And he's a human Templar. We made him a Templar. Then we've got Liliana, a human bard. She's got great cunning, very good dexterity, good strength and willpower as well. Interesting. And Wynn is a human mage spirit healer. We ended up making her. Great magic and willpower. 20% cold resist, 10% spirit resist. Then we've got Morrigan. Probably the best magic in the group and good willpower. She's a human shapeshifter mage. Amazing mental resistance check. And we've got Sten, who is a Kunari warrior. He's level 9. He did not get a specialization yet. He's got incredible strength. And that's about it. And some pretty cool resistances. 5% nature, 10% cold, 20% fire. Then we've got Mugi, who is at level 9, an animal. He's a war dog. He's got very high strength and dexterity and good constitution. A great physical resistance check. Resist effects like being knocked down and stuff. Physical effects. 10% fire, cold, and electric resist. Very cool. So that's the character record. Nobody needs to level up at the moment. Spells and talents. Let's take a look at this. I've got Dirty Fighting. The rogue incapacitates a target who takes no damage from the attack but is stunned for a short time. I've got Combat Movement, which is passive. The quick-stepping rogue can more easily outmaneuver opponents, granting a wider flanking angle that makes backstabs easier to achieve. Coup de grace, passive. When a target's incapacitated, the opportunistic rogue strikes where it hurts the most, inflicting automatic backstabs against stunned or paralyzed targets. I'll have to remember that. Below the belt, activated skill or talent, the rogue delivers a swift and unsportsmanlike kick to the target, dealing normal combat damage as well as imposing penalties to defense and movement speed unless the target passes a physical resistance check. Then we've got Deadly Strike, which is also activated. The rogue makes a swift strike at a vulnerable area on the target, dealing normal damage but gaining a bonus to armor penetration. Lethality, passive. The rogue has a keen eye for weak spots and thus gains a bonus to critical chance for all attacks. Additionally, if the rogue's cunning score is greater than strength, sharpness of mind lets the character use the cunning modifier to affect attack damage in place of the strength modifier. Very nice. We've got Deft Hands, passive. All rogues have some understanding of opening locks and spotting traps, but particularly dexterous hands and a steady grip give the character a bonus when picking locks or disarming traps. The character's cunning score also contributes to these skills, and he's got improved tools. Upgrade. The rogue has been taken to carrying a full set of implements designed to defeat trickier locks and spring traps without harm. These tools add a further bonus when lockpicking or disarming traps. And mechanical expertise. Through practice and research, the rogue has come to possess an encyclopedic knowledge of devices designed to prevent entry. Knowing the right technique for the job lends the rogue yet another bonus when dealing with locks or traps. We've got some dual weapon stuff. Passive. The characters become more proficient fighting with two weapons and now deals closer to normal damage bonus with the offhand weapon. Dual weapon finesse, passive. The character is extremely skilled at wielding a weapon in each hand, gaining bonuses to attack and defense. Dual striking is a sustained stance type of thing. When in this mode, the character strikes with both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but the character cannot inflict regular critical hits or backstabs. And dual weapon sweep is activated. The character sweeps both weapons in a broad forward arc, striking nearby enemies with one or both weapons and inflicting significantly more damage than normal. I have no archery skills. Let's look at the bar too that's down here. Let's see, we've got all those. We've got poison making, death root extract. Weapons coated in this mild poison deal additional nature damage with each hit and may stun the target. We have one of those. Some potions. Acid flask and concentrated death root extract. We have a bunch of those. Or no, we have 0 of those. It has deadly strike, below the belt, dual striking, stance, dirty fighting, and dual weapon sweep. And I guess that is everything, right? Yeah. So that's all down there. We have to put, like, different potions. Lesser health, health poultice. We have 1 death root extract, and we can make poisons. We'll get into that, though. Alistair has Righteous Strike passive. Templars are enforcers specifically chosen to control mages and slay abominations. Each of the Templars' melee hits against an enemy spellcaster drains its mana. Very good. He's got powerful passive. Through training and hard work, the warriors gain greater health and reduce the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. Threatened, which is the stance, the warrior adopts a challenging posture that increases enemy hostility with each melee attack, drawing them away from other allies while this mode is active. Bravery passive, the warrior's unwavering courage grants bonuses to damage, physical resist, and mental resist, as well as a bonus to crit chance that increases proportionally to the number of enemies above 2 that the warrior's engaging. And he doesn't have any archery, dual weapon, he has weapon and shield. Shield Bash activated. The character Shield bashes the target, dealing normal damage as well as knocking the target off its feet, unless it passes a physical resist check. Shield Mastery doubles the strength bonus for this attack. Shield Pummel activated. The character follows up an attack with 2 hits from the shield, dealing normal damage with each attack. If the target fails a physical resist check, it is stunned. Shield Defense sustains stance. While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance that favors the shield, gaining a bonus to defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty to attack. With Shield Balance, the attack penalty is reduced. With Shield Expertise, the defense bonus increases. And with Shield Mastery, the bonus increases further. We do have Shield Balance passive. The character has learned to compensate for the weight of a shield in combat and no longer suffers an attack penalty while using Shield Defense. He's got pretty much all of that down here. Shield Defense, some potions. Then he's got Shield Defense sustained. Oh, we already did that. Shield Balance. He's got the passive of Shield Block. Practice fighting with the shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. It's important to note. Shield Cover sustained. While in this mode, the warrior's shield provides a greater chance of deflecting missile attacks. Shield Master increases his bonus. Shield Tactics passive. The character is proficient enough with the shield to defend from all angles so that attackers no longer benefit from flanking strikes, period. Very cool. We love Alistair. Leliana the Bard. Song of Valor sustained. The Bard sings an ancient tale of valorous heroes, granting the party bonuses to mana or stamina regen. At a rate affected by the Bard's cunning, the Bard can only sing 1 song at a time. This is all down here. We also have to do the AI programming of each character and take a look at that later, but that's another episode probably. Distraction activated. The Bard's performance, replete with dizzying flourishes, is designed to distract and confuse. The target forgets who it was fighting and becomes disoriented unless it passes a mental resist check. And Song of Courage sustained. The Bard launches into an epic song of the party's exploits, granting them bonuses to attack, damage, and critical chance. The size of the bonuses are affected by the Bard's cunning. The Bard can only sing 1 song at a time. Dirty Fighting. Incapacitates a target who takes no damage from the attack but is stunned for a short time. Below the belt, we saw that. Deft Hands and Improved Tools and Stealth. The rogue has learned to fade from view, although perceptive enemies may not be fooled. Taking any action beyond movement, including engaging in combat or using items, will still attract attention. If the rogue initiates combat while stealth, the first strike is an automatic critical or backstab. She has no dual weapon. She has archery, though. Pinning Shot activated. A shot to the target's leg disables the foe, pinning the target in place, unless it passes a physical resist check and slowing movement speed otherwise. Crippling Shot activated. A carefully aimed shot hampers the target's ability to fight by reducing attack and defense if it hits, although the shot inflicts only normal damage. The Master Archer talent adds an attack bonus while firing the crippling shot. She has the Sustained Rapid Shot, which is a stance. Speed wins out over power when this mode is active, and the archer fires more rapidly but without any chance of inflicting regular critical hits. Master Archer increases the rate of fire further still, and Shattering Shot activated. The archer fires a shot designed to open up a weak spot in the target's armor. The shot deals normal damage if it hits and imposes an armor penalty to the target. Master Archer increases the target's armor penalty. Bear with me, guys, my mouth is getting a little dry. We're almost through here with this anyway. Now spells for Win. She's got Arcane Bolt. The caster fires a sphere of magical energy at an enemy, dealing moderate spirit damage. Group Heal. The caster bathes allies in benevolent energy, instantly healing them by a moderate amount. And Revival. The caster revives fallen party members in an area, raising them from unconsciousness and restoring some health. She's got Primal Rock Armor. The caster's skin becomes as hard as stone, granting a bonus to armor for as long as this mode is active. It's sustained. Stone Fist activated. The caster hurls a stone projectile that knocks down the target and inflicts nature damage, possibly shattering those who have been petrified or frozen solid. Friendly fire is possible. Earthquake. The caster disrupts the earth, causing a violent quake that knocks everyone in the targeted area to the ground unless they pass a physical resist check every few seconds. Friendly fire is possible. Have to watch that friendly fire, which I don't know if we have it turned on for this Let's Play. She's got Heal. The caster causes flesh to knit miraculously, instantly healing an ally by a moderate amount. Rejuvenate. The caster channels regenerative energy to the selected ally, granting them a short-term boost to mana or stamina regen. Regeneration. The caster infuses an ally with beneficial energy, greatly accelerating health regen for a short time. And Mass Rejuvenation. The caster channels a stream of rejuvenating energy to all members of the party, significantly increasing mana and stamina regen for a short duration. She's got Heroic Offense activated. The caster enhances an ally's aptitude in battle, granting bonus to attack. Heroic Aura. The caster sheathes an ally in an aura that completely shrugs off most missile attacks for a moderate duration. She has no spirit or entropy magic. Okay, then we've got Morgan. She's a shapeshifter. Spider shape is sustained. The shapeshifter can transform into a giant spider, gaining a large bonus to nature resist as well as the spider's web and poison spit abilities. The caster's spell power determines how powerful the form is. With Master Shapeshifter, the mage may become a corrupted spider, growing still stronger and gaining the Overwhelm ability. Bear shape can transform into a bear, gaining large bonuses to nature resist and armor, as well as the bear's slam and rage abilities. The caster's spell power further enhances the bear's statistics and abilities. With Master Shapeshifter, this form transforms the caster into a powerful Bearscarn, and gains the Overwhelm ability. She's got some primal frost magic, Winter's Grasp. The caster envelops the target in frost, freezing lower level targets solid. Those that resist suffer a penalty to movement speed. And Frost Weapons sustained. While this mode is active, the caster enchants the party's weapons with frost so that they deal additional cold damage with each melee attack. That's cool. Well, these are all cool, but lightning. Caster fires a bolt of lightning at the target, dealing electricity damage. Friendly fire is possible. She's got Heal, surprisingly. Some Spirit, Mind Blast. The caster projects a wave of telekinetic force that stuns enemies caught in the sphere. She's got Entropy, Vulnerability Hex. The target suffers a hex that inflicts penalties to cold resist, electric resist, fire, nature, and spirit resist. Disorient. The caster engages in subtle mental manipulation that disorients the target for a short time, making the target a less effective combatant by inflicting penalties to attack and defense. Horror. The caster forces the target to cower in fear, unable to move unless it passes the mental resist check. Targets already asleep when the spell is cast cannot resist its effect and take massive spirit damage. Interesting. Drain Life. The caster creates a sinister bond with the target, draining its life energy in order to heal the caster. Then we have Sten, who's got Powerful and Threaten and Precise Striking. The warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed for a bonus to attack as well as an increased chance to score critical hits for as long as this mode is active. And Taunt, a mocking bellow, catches the attention of nearby foes, increasing their hostility towards the warrior. Frightening appearance increases the effect. He's got no dual weapon archery, but he's got, or weapon and shield, he's got a bunch of two-handed. Pommel Strike, instead of going for the fatal strike an enemy expects, the player strikes out with the weapon's blunt end, knocking the opponent to the ground unless it passes a physical resist check. Indomitable is a sustained mode. Through sheer force of will, the character remains in control on the battlefield, gaining a slight increase to attack damage, while being immune to stun or knockdown effects for the duration of this mode. Stunning Blows passive, the character's fondness for the massive two-handed weapons means that each attack offers a chance to stun the opponent due to the sheer weight behind the blow. Sunder Arms, the character attempts to hinder a target's ability to fight back rather than going directly for a killing blow. Unless the target passes a physical resist check, this suffers a penalty to attack for a short time. Mighty Blow, the character puts extra weight and effort behind a single strike, gaining a bonus to attack. If it hits, the blow deals critical damage and imposes a penalty to movement speed unless the target passes a physical resist check. Powerful Swings is in sustained mode. While in this mode, the character puts extra muscle behind each swing, gaining a bonus to damage but suffering penalties to attack and defense. Two-handed Strength reduces the penalties to attack and defense, and he has that. The characters learn to wield two-handed weapons more effectively, reducing the penalties to attack and defense from Powerful Swings. And finally, Mugi only has a few here. Growl. The Mobari growls so fearsomely that its opponent suffers a penalty to defense unless it passes a mental resist check. Dread Howl. The Mobari lets out a loud howl, stunning most nearby enemies. That's really powerful. Combat Training passive. The Mobari has undergone rigorous combat training, giving it bonuses to crit chance, attack, and armor. Overwhelm. The Mobari leaps upon its target, pinning it to the ground and attacking repeatedly. And Fortitude passive. The ordeals of the road have increased the Mobari's tolerance for the elements. It gains bonuses to fire resist, cold resist, and electric resist. And that is everybody's skills and talents. Or no, that's spells and talents. There's skills, which we'll get into. I have level 4. I have Coercion, Improved Coercion, Expert Coercion, Master Coercion. The character is a Silver-Tongue Master of Coercion, able to sway just about anyone. I have level 2 Improved Poison Making, can now create deadly second-tier poisons and grenades. We'll get into that later. Improved Combat Training, Warriors and Rogues gain access to second-tier weapon talents, as well as a bonus to stamina regen. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting, and gain a bonus to mana regen. Alistair has level 4 Master Combat Training. The character is highly experienced in combat and gains small bonuses to armor and attack. Warriors and Rogues gain access to top-tier weapon talents. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting. He's got level 1 Combat Tactics. Character can formulate strategies quickly in battle and subsequently gains a Combat Tactics slot. Oh, that's in the AI programming. Plot, he's got minor Constitution. Party member has gained a minor bonus to Constitution. A moderate one, a major one. He's got a massive one now. A massive bonus to Constitution. Good to know. Liliana has Stealing, Improved Stealing, Expert Stealing, Master Stealing. The character is a world-class thief, able to distract and mislead the poor mark even during combat. Level 1 Poison Making. The character survived the difficult learning process of making simple poisons and grenades. Improved Combat Training. Plot. She has massive cunning bonus. Then we've got Win, who has level 4 Master Combat Tactics. The character is a Master Tactician, able to plan for any eventuality and consequently gains 2 additional Combat Tactics slots. And Plot, she's got moderate willpower increase. Morgan has level 2 Improved Combat and Improved Massive Magic increase, which is really powerful. Oh, and level 3 Expert Herbalism, Improved Herbalism. She's at expert. The character has perfected techniques to make third-tier potions, poultices, and salves. Sten has level 1 survival. The character can detect the presence of nearby creatures below the character's own level. The skill also grants a small bonus to nature resist. Level 4 master combat training and moderate strength passive bonus. Mugi has a massive dexterity bonus from the plot. And that's everything for skills. Inventory we did. There's the journal to check. There's the tactics. So everything going well so far. Let's save as episode 36. Okay, let's see if how much time we've played. 40 minutes, right on the dot. So I'm going to save here. And can I make this borderless full screen? Let's try not playing in full screen. Yeah, let's keep these settings. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. Stay tuned. It's not going to be all just this. We're going to get into action very soon. Once we pick things up here, once we have a feel for everything. Nice helmet stand. I love it. It suits you. But we're going to get into combat. We're going to change the party too. We're not going to use the party we've been using. Make some slight changes to it. So hope to see you guys next time. Come on back. We'll get through these menus and stuff, and then we'll get to the action. It will be a lot of fun. You guys voted to bring this back, so we are bringing it back. And we're going to have a lot of fun together. So hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Much love, peace, and joy to you. From Ferelden and Thedas, the Dragon Age setting. Until next time, guys, peace.